In today's world, people are searching for real strength, not just physical power, but mental toughness, emotional balance, and inner control. Every day, millions wake up fighting silent battles, stress, doubt, failure, and pressure. Yet the strongest among us aren't the ones who lift the heaviest weights. They're the ones who lift themselves back up when life knocks them down. Mental strength isn't something you inherit, it's something you build. It's a daily practice of discipline, focus, and resilience. We live in a culture that glorifies instant results, quick success, quick fame, quick happiness. But real power doesn't come from speed. It comes from persistence. The most successful people in the world didn't win because they were lucky. They won because they refused to quit when everything seemed lost. True strength is invisible but undeniable. It's the quiet fire that keeps burning even when the world tries to put it out. This message is for those who are tired of pretending, tired of feeling weak, and ready to rise stronger than ever before. If you've ever faced pain, loss, or disappointment, this is your reminder. Every storm you face is shaping you. Every challenge is building you into someone who can handle more, achieve more, and inspire more. Life doesn't give strength for free. It demands you earn it through struggle, patience, and courage. When you understand that, your entire perspective changes. You stop asking, why me? And start asking, what is this teaching me? You realize that growth doesn't happen in comfort, it happens in pressure. Diamonds form under pressure, and so do the strongest minds. Mental toughness is a muscle, and every setback, every failure, every heartbreak is the gym where it grows. So if you're going through something right now, don't see it as punishment, see it as preparation. You're being shaped for something bigger. Strength isn't built in a day, but every day you refuse to give up, you're becoming the kind of person no storm can break. Stay patient, stay disciplined, and stay true to who you are, because your power begins the moment you stop running from your struggle and start learning from it. You know, we live in a world where strength is often misunderstood. People think it's all about muscles, power, and showing off what you can do. But let me tell you, true strength that comes from within, it's something you can't see, but it's there. And the secret to becoming mentally strong, it starts with you. First, self. Awareness is everything. You can't be strong if you don't know who you are when you look in the mirror. You have to see more than just your reflection. You have to see your values, your weaknesses, and your potential. Mental strength isn't about pretending to be perfect. It's about recognizing your flaws and working through them. It's about being real with yourself, even when it hurts. Know yourself. That's the foundation. Now, here's the thing about strength. Discipline is the fuel you can't wait for Motiva. To show up every morning. That's not how this works. Discipline is getting up when you don't feel like it. It's pushing through when your body and mind are telling you to quit. Anybody can do something when they're excited, but the mentally strong, they show up when it's hard, when it's ugly, and when nobody's watching. That's the grind. But let's be real, adversity is what shapes you. Nobody becomes mentally strong in a smooth, easy life. No strength comes from facing failure, from stumbling and having the courage to stand back up those moments when you feel like you've hit rock bottom, when everything around you is telling you to give up. That's when you find out what you're made of. The storm doesn't last forever, but your strength that'll carry you through every storm. Now, I've got to tell you something about emotions. Control them or they'll control you. Being mentally strong isn't about never feeling fear, doubt, or frustration. It's about recognizing those emotions and choosing how to respond to them. Don't let your feelings dictate your actions. You can be scared and still be brave. You can be tired and still push through. The power lies in mastering your reactions. Embrace the long road, because strength doesn't happen overnight. It's built over time, one step at a time, one challenge at a time. You've got to be willing to take the long way around. The easy road might look tempting, but the long road is where growth happens. It's in the hard work, the late nights, the sacrifices that mental strength is born. And when you reach the other side, you'll be unbreakable. Finally believe in something greater than yourself. You can't just be strong for you. There's got to be a purpose driving you, something bigger that pulls you forward when you want to fall back. Whether it's faith, family, or a vision for the future, that belief is the backbone of your mental strength. When you're connected to a greater purpose, you become unstoppable. That's the key. So what's the secret to becoming mentally strong? It's not a trick. It's not something you can buy or fake. It's earned through self-awareness, discipline, facing adversity, controlling your emotions, embracing the long road, and believing in something bigger than yourself. That's how you build a mind that can weather any storm. And once you find that strength inside you, nobody can take it away. Strength starts with self-awareness. What does that really mean? It means that the first step to becoming mentally strong is knowing who you truly are before you can conquer any challenge, face any adversity, or pursue any goal. You've got to face yourself. You see, self-awareness is about understanding your own thoughts, emotions, strengths, and weaknesses without flinching. You can't build strength on shaky ground. Too many people go through life trying to be something they're not, trying to live up to someone else's expectations, or hiding behind a mask. They pretend they've got it all together when deep down they're struggling. But true strength comes from being honest about where you stand. No matter how hard that truth might be, self-awareness requires courage. You've got to ask yourself some tough questions. What are my fears? What are my doubts? What are the habits holding me back? It's easy to ignore these things, to distract yourself with noise or other people's opinions. But if you want to be mentally strong, you have to be willing to dig deep to see your flaws, your mistakes, and your vulnerabilities for what they are. But here's the beauty of self-awareness. It doesn't just show you where you're weak. It also shows you where your strengths lie. When you really know yourself, you start to understand your true potential. You recognize the talents and skills you may have been underestimating. You start to believe in your own capacity to grow and improve. Self-awareness is the key to unlocking that inner power. Being self-aware also means knowing your limits, what you can handle right now, and what needs work. It's not about pretending you're invincible. No, it's about knowing when to push forward and when to step back. When you understand your limits, you protect your mental and emotional energy, and that's how you last. In the long game, at the end of the day, self-awareness is a compass. It gives you direction. It helps you understand not only where you are, but where you need to go. Once you see yourself clearly, you stop wasting time trying to fit into molds that were never meant for you. You start living with intention, aligning your actions with who you really are and what you're truly capable of. So strength starts with self-awareness because it lays the foundation for everything else. If you know who you are, you can face the world with confidence. You can navigate challenges with a sense of purpose. And most importantly, you can grow into the person you were always meant to be. That's real strength. Discipline builds mental resilience. It's a simple phrase, but it holds the secret to achieving greatness. You see, mental resilience, the ability to bounce back from challenges, to endure and to thrive in the face of adversity, doesn't just happen overnight. It's something you have to build, and the tool that builds it is discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's showing up when the motivation fades, when the excitement wears off, and when the road gets tough. That's where mental resilience is born. Because let's face it, life will test you. It will throw obstacles in your path. You'll have days when you're exhausted, when nothing seems to go right, when you feel like giving up. And in those moments, discipline becomes your greatest ally. When you commit to discipline, you're training your mind to be stronger than your circumstances. You're conditioning yourself to push through discomfort, to resist the temptation to quit, and to keep moving forward. This daily practice of discipline, of doing the hard work, of staying consistent, builds mental toughness like nothing else. Now, discipline isn't about perfection. It's not a never slipping up or never getting tired. No, it's about making a choice over and over again to get back on track, to keep going, even when it's hard. That's what separates those who succeed from those who don't. The disciplined person doesn't wait to feel ready or motivated. They take action, knowing that progress comes from perseverance. Mental resilience comes from repetition. When you practice discipline every day, you're essentially teaching your mind that you can handle more than you think. You're proving to yourself day by day that you're capable of overcoming obstacles one step at a time. That's where real resilience kicks in. Each time you push through a challenge, whether it's getting up early to train, staying focused on a long-term goal, or finishing a task you don't enjoy, you're adding layers of strength to your mental foundation. Think of discipline as the muscle of the mind. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. And just like with physical muscles, you build this mental muscle by putting it under stress. That stress might look like waking up early, When you'd rather sleep working on a goal when there's no immediate reward, or simply staying committed when it feels like you're not making progress, but every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're reinforcing your mental resilience. And here's the key: discipline leads to habits, and habits shape your future. When you build discipline into your daily routine, you no longer have to rely on willpower alone. It becomes a part of who you are. It becomes automatic, and that's when mental resilience really starts to pay off, because now you're not just pushing through individual challenges, you're living a life of consistency. Focus and strength. This also teaches you something important: the value of delayed gratification. In a world that's always looking for quick fixes and instant results, discipline teaches you to trust the process. It shows you that the greatest rewards don't come immediately, but they come to those who are patient, persistent, and committed. Resilience isn't about surviving a single challenge. It's about enduring through the long haul, through the ups and downs, and coming out stronger on the other side. In the end, discipline isn't just about following rules or sticking to routines. It's about mastering yourself. It's about training your mind to stay steady in the storm, to keep moving forward when everything in you wants to stop. And that's why discipline is the foundation of mental resilience. It prepares you for life's battles. It builds the strength to keep going when others would quit. And most importantly, it gives you the confidence that no matter what comes your way, you have the power to endure and rise above. That's the power of discipline, and that's how it builds unshakable mental resilience. Facing adversity is key to becoming mentally strong, because it is through hardship that we truly learn who we are. Adversity reveals your character in a way that nothing else can. It forces you to confront the parts of yourself that are uncomfortable, the doubts that linger, the fears you try to ignore. When everything is going well, it's easy to think you're strong, but real strength is tested when life knocks you down. That's when you find out what you're made of. Adversity is not something to be feared, it's something to be embraced. It's the furnace in which resilience is forged. Every setback, every failure, every tough moment is an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity to become better, sharper, and more focused. Most people want to avoid pain and discomfort, but those who become mentally strong understand that adversity is part of the journey. It's not a detour, it's the path. When you face adversity, you're put in a position where you have to dig deep. You learn that no one is coming to save you. You realize that it's on you to get back up, to keep pushing forward even when everything around you seems to be falling apart. This is where mental strength comes in. It's easy to be positive when things are going well, but mental strength is about maintaining that belief in yourself when nothing is going your way. Adversity also teaches you to be adaptable. Life doesn't go according to plan. You will face roadblocks, disappointments, and unexpected challenges. The mentally strong are those who can adjust, who can find a way to keep moving forward no matter the circumstances. They don't cling to the past or what should have been. Instead, they embrace the reality in front of them and make the best of it. This adaptability is key to resilience. Facing adversity also builds patience. There's a certain toughness that comes from enduring hardship without an immediate reward in today's world. Everyone wants things to happen quickly, but real growth, real progress takes time. Adversity forces you to slow down, to work through things step by step, and to trust the process even when you can't see the end result right away. This patience builds a mental toughness that stays with you long after the storm has passed through. Adversity. You also learn the importance of perspective. What seemed like the worst thing in the world when you were going through it often becomes the very thing that shapes your success later on. When you face challenges head-on, you gain the ability to look back and see how those moments helped you grow. Adversity shows you that tough times don't last, but the lessons you learn from them do. Most importantly, facing adversity builds confidence. Each time you overcome a challenge, you prove to yourself that you can handle more than you thought. You develop a quiet, unshakable belief in your ability to weather the storm. It doesn't mean you won't face fear or doubt again, but it means you've built the mental strength to push through them. The more adversity you face, the more resilient you become, and the less power those challenges have over you in the end. Adversity is not something that stands in the way of your strength. It's something that shapes it. It's through hardship that you learn to rise. It's through struggle that you develop the resilience to keep going no matter what life throws your way. Facing adversity is key because it teaches you that you are stronger than your circumstances, stronger than your failures, and ultimately stronger than you ever realized. Control your emotions. Don't let them control you. This is one of the most powerful principles you can live by. If you want to be mentally strong, emotions are a natural part of being human. They can drive you, inspire you, and connect you with others. But if you allow them to take control, they can also steer you off course. Learning how to manage your emotions rather than letting them manage you is the key to navigating life's ups and downs with clarity and strength. When you let emotions control your decisions, you react impulsively, whether it's anger, fear, frustration, or even excitement. Emotions can cloud your judgment if you don't take a step back. Think about it. How many times have you said something in the heat of the moment that you later regretted? Or how often have you made a decision out of fear that kept you from pursuing something important? This happens when we allow our emotions to take the wheel without checking in with logic and reason. Now, controlling your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them. It's not about pretending you don't feel anger, sadness, or frustration. No, it's about acknowledging those feelings without letting them dictate your actions. It's the ability to pause, to reflect, and to decide how you want to respond rather than letting the emotion itself make that decision for you. That pause is where your power lies. It's in that space between what happens to you and how you react where true mental strength is built. When you can control your emotions, you gain the ability to stay focused under pressure. Life will always throw challenges your way. There will be moments of stress, conflict, and disappointment. But if you let your emotions control you, you'll constantly be reactive, bouncing from one emotional high or low to another. By mastering your emotions, you maintain your focus on the bigger picture, staying grounded even in difficult situations. Emotional control also helps you build better relationships when you're in charge of your emotions. You communicate more effectively. You don't let anger or frustration lead the conversation. Instead, you approach situations with calm and understanding, which allows for more productive interactions, whether in your personal or professional life. The ability to manage your emotions will earn you respect and build stronger connections with others. But the most important reason to control your emotions is for your own peace of mind. When you're constantly at the mercy of your feelings, life becomes a roller coaster. Every setback feels like a disaster. Every criticism feels personal, and every tough moment feels unbearable. But when you control your emotions, you create a sense of inner calm. You realize that while you can't control everything that happens to you, you can always control how you respond. That's a liberating truth. When you take charge of your emotions, you're no longer a victim of circumstance. You become the author of your own story. You move from reacting to life to creating your life. This doesn't mean you won't feel strong emotions anymore. Of course you will. But instead of being ruled by them, you'll use them as tools. You'll channel anger into determination. You'll turn fear into courage. You'll transform sadness into growth. Mastering your emotions is a daily practice. It takes self-awareness and a willing to pause before reacting, but the reward is immense. When you're in control of your emotions, you're in control of your life. You make better decisions. You maintain your composure in tough situations. And most importantly, you build the mental strength to face whatever challenges come your way without being thrown off course. So control your emotions. Don't let them control you, because when you master your emotions, you master your mind. And that's where true strength begins. Embrace the long road. Because true success and growth aren't built on shortcuts or quick wins. They are built on perseverance, endurance, and the willingness to stay the course. The long road may seem daunting, filled with uncertainty, hard work, and countless obstacles, but it's precisely this journey that shapes you, refines you, and prepares you for the greatness that lies ahead. When you embrace the long road, you accept that progress takes time in a world that often glorifies instant gratification. It's easy to fall into the trap of wanting results now, whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal goals. But the truth is, anything worthwhile takes time to develop. It's like planting a seed. You don't see the fruit right away. You have to nurture it, water it, and trust that growth is happening even when you can't see it. Yet the long road is about patience, consistency, and the belief that your hard work will pay off in the end. The long road teaches you resilience. Along the way, you will face setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. There will be times when you question whether the effort is worth it, when the end goal feels too far away. But this is where the magic happens. It's during these tough moments that you build mental toughness. Each time you keep going, each time you push through the hard days, you're training yourself to be stronger, more determined, and more capable of handling whatever comes your way. The long road toughens you up in ways that quick success never could. It also teaches you discipline. When you embrace the long road, you commit to showing up day after day, putting in the work even when you don't feel like it. Success doesn't come from one big leap. It comes from the accumulation of small, consistent efforts over time. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward, even when progress is slow. It's what separates those who quit from those who succeed. By embracing the long road, you're cultivating the discipline necessary to turn your dreams into reality. Another reason to embrace the long road is that it gives you time to grow and evolve. Success is not just about reaching a destination. It's about who you become along the way. The long road allows you to develop the skills, the mindset, and the experience needed to handle the success you're working toward. You're not just building a career or reaching a goal, you're building yourself. Every challenge you face, every lesson you learn adds to your growth. And by the time you reach your destination, you're not just someone who achieved a goal. You're someone who's transformed through the process. Embracing the long road also teaches you the value of persistence. The truth is, many people give up too soon. They stop when the journey gets hard, when results aren't immediate, or when they face unexpected challenges. But those who stay the course, those who embrace the long road, are the ones who ultimately succeed. Persistence is what keeps you going when others quit. It's what turns setbacks into stepping stones and failures into lessons. When you embrace the long road, you're committing to persistence, knowing that each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. The long road also helps you develop a deeper sense of purpose when you're in it for the long haul. You're not just chasing short-term success or fleeting rewards. You're working towards something meaningful, something that aligns with your core values and long-term vision. This sense of purpose is what sustains you through the challenges, the late nights, and the moments of doubt. It keeps you focused on the bigger picture, reminding you why you started in the first place. Finally, embracing the long road allows you to appreciate the journey itself. So often we're focused on the destination that we forget to enjoy the process, but the long road is full of experiences, growth, and moments of joy that you'll miss if you're only fixated on the end goal. When you embrace the long road, you learn to savor each step, each milestone, and each victory along the way. You understand that the journey is just as important as the destination, if not more so. In the end, the long road is not something to fetch. It's something to embrace. It's the path that leads to real, lasting success. It's where you build resilience, discipline, and purpose. It's where you grow into the person you were meant to become. And when you finally reach your destination, the journey will have made you stronger, wiser, and ready for whatever comes next. Embrace the long road, because that's where greatness is made. Believe in something greater than yourself, because it gives your life a deeper meaning and purpose. When you have faith in a cause, a purpose, or a vision that is bigger than your own personal desires, you tap into a level of strength and motivation that can carry you through even the most challenging times. It elevates your life from simply surviving or getting through the day-to-day to living with intention and passion. This belief gives you the courage to face adversity, the resilience to push through obstacles, and the wisdom to understand that your life is part of a bigger picture. Believing in something greater than yourself shifts your perspective. When you're only focused on yourself, your own goals, your own comfort, your own success, your vision can become narrow. You can easily become discouraged when things don't go your way. But when you believe in something greater, your perspective expands beyond the immediate struggles or setbacks. You understand that you're contributing to something lasting, something that will continue long after you're gone. This kind of belief gives your life purpose. Purpose gives you the strength to keep going when things get tough. It also helps you stay grounded in a world that constantly pushes the idea of me, me, me. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of self-fulfillment and personal achievement, But when you believe in something bigger than yourself, you are reminded that you're part of something much larger. You're connected to others, to a cause, or to an idea that transcends individual desires. This sense of connection can help you stay humble, grounded, and aware that your actions impact more than just you. It's a reminder that life is not just about personal gain, but about contributing to the well-being of others, to the community, or to a cause that benefits the world. Believing in something greater than yourself also builds resilience. Life is full of unexpected challenges, and sometimes the weight of those challenges can feel unbearable if you're only thinking about yourself. But when you're driven by a cause or a belief that's bigger than you, it gives you the strength to keep going even when the odds are against you. Whether that belief is in a higher power, a moral principle, or a cause you are deeply passionate about, it gives you the emotional and mental fuel to persevere. It's what keeps you moving forward when your personal strength alone might not be enough. This belief fosters a sense of responsibility. When you believe in something greater than yourself, you're no longer just living for your own comfort or convenience. You feel a responsibility. Why? To live up to the values or the mission that this belief represents. It pushes you to be better, to act with integrity, and to make choices that align with something meaningful. It holds you accountable in a way that self-centered goals never will. You understand that your actions matter not just to you, but to something far more significant. This sense of responsibility creates a level of commitment and dedication that drives you to excel. Believing in something greater than yourself also brings peace. Life is unpredictable, and there will be times when things don't go as planned. But when you have a belief in something bigger, you trust that everything has a purpose, even in moments of confusion, failure, or pain. You find solace in knowing that you're part of a greater story. This belief can help calm the mind and soothe the soul when the road gets rough. It allows you to let go of the need to control everything and trust in the bigger picture, knowing that there is meaning in the journey, even if it's not always clear in the moment. Moreover, believing in something greater than yourself creates community. People who share a common belief, purpose, or cause often come together, forming bonds that are stronger than mere individual connections. When you're united by something bigger, you're not alone in your struggles or triumphs. You're part of a collective effort that amplifies your strength and impact. This sense of belonging to something greater than yourself not only gives you support, but also enhances your capacity to make a difference. It's through this collective belief that real change can happen. Finally, believing in something greater than yourself helps you leave a legacy. At the end of the day, material success and personal achievements fade. What truly lasts are the ways in which you've contributed to something bigger, whether that's by helping others, advancing a cause, or standing for values that improve the world around you. When you believe in something beyond yourself, you're not just living for today, you're living in a way that creates a lasting impact, one that can influence future generations. In the end, believing in something greater than yourself allows you to live with purpose, with resilience, and with a sense of connection to the world around you. It's what gives your life depth, meaning, and a sense of fulfillment that transcends personal achievement. When you believe in something greater, you rise above the ordinary and step into a life of significance. In conclusion, becoming mentally strong is not about avoiding challenges, but about facing them head-on with self-awareness, discipline, and resilience. It's about embracing the long road, understanding that real growth takes time and perseverance. You must learn to control your emotions, letting them guide you without allowing them to control your actions. Believing in something greater than yourself gives you purpose and perspective, keeping you grounded and motivated when life gets tough. Mental strength is built not in moments of comfort, but in the daily choices you make to rise above adversity. Stay committed to your goals and push forward even when the road is long. It's a journey of mastering yourself, finding meaning beyond personal success, and becoming the person you're truly meant to be. Thanks for watching.